Welcome to ATB TV. We're at Manning Tree Park, and part of the farm that's called Conroy's, I think it is, Tom, where a lot of our geldings or fillies and mares, they all spell.
Yeah, we use this for the racehorses for spelling, and it works really well.
Yep, and for those that don't know Tom, here's Tom.
Yeah, this is Tom.
Sent out some wheeling photos and they go, who's Tom?
Who's Tom? Yeah. Who's that old guy? Yeah.
Yourself and Shell, be 4 years now?
4 years he's put up with me, Darren and Lee, so thanks for that.
No, look, from a point of view of Tom's position, stud manager, obviously there's a lot when it comes to our weanlings and our sales, where there's preps of horses that go to the sales, but I think the main 24/7 is just looking after the horses in general, isn't it?
Yeah, no, we're very lucky here. The facilities are fantastic, but yeah, that's myself and Shelley, we do that side of it, yep. And hopefully we try and keep it as smooth as possible.
I know it's made my job easy when I come out here to do updates and footage. We have a lot of fun in the paddocks during some 35, 40 degree days. Yeah. Not much language.
Not much language, no.
It's probably referring back to the young horses. It's all about them getting used to being handled, and that's probably the start of them being moulded into a racehorse, isn't it?
Yeah. No, that's the plan, and as I say, the whole idea is to keep it just nice and quiet and relaxed for them, and just take things quietly if we can.
Beautiful. We're going to run through our 3 runners we had. We had a winner. We'll also go through the runners coming up, and at the end of it, I'll show a bit of vision. We've got some shares in an Irishman who's a 9-start, twice won, twice placed in the city gelding, who's probably... He looked magnificent in the paddock, and we'll show you that vision. So he'll be first in, best dressed. So that'll be right at the end of the promo. We'll go into our runners. Steinem. We chatted before. I think it was last week we were here. I thought, well, will she run a place where she fit in? But she was a solid winner.
Yeah, it doesn't seem all that long ago we were at the Easter sales with her.
Yeah.
And she's come a long way since. It's great to see her line up there the other day and show us what we knew she had, and it's onwards and upwards with her now. It
was a Frankel filly that the Mars purchased, and we jumped in with some of our clients, and happy days. I think last Thursday when they were watching that, it was a strong win.
Very, very good, and she'll only get better.
Stakes races been looked at already, Tom?
Yeah, hopefully.
Raise the Colours ran the next day. Now, we spoke for a filly that's just come off a maiden at Bendigo to jump into a race where especially the favourite, they've had 2 or 3 preps and been through a spring. She's only beaten 3.5 lengths, very green, but that was an excellent run.
Oh, I must say, I thought when they started the sprint, I thought she'd be a little bit like Yogi and she might, struggle with that speed, but no, she ran a super race, and she'll improve off that. I
sent her a gallop this morning, and from Paul's words, like, she's come through the race, so she's very resilient, which is part of the Raise the Flag mantra, but yeah, she's just got that touch of brilliance about her, so I think that'll take her a long way in her career.
Well, if she ever did line up in an Oaks, there's only about 4 or 5 horses that'll stay the trip, and she's one of them.
That's right. Serious Suspect, now, he's had a good prep. Obviously, the Newmarket run was good. We go back prior to that, the Standish was a good box to tick. We're going to Mornington, probably highlighted One Danger. Yeah. We drew off the track, the favourite drew 1. Yeah, he just got over racing.
Oh, it was a horrible watch, let's be honest about it. It was a horrible watch, but look, that campaign, he did the job that it was asked of him. He did that, he ticked that box, and anything after that was a bonus.
Yeah, he come back to the farm during the week weighing 504 kilos, so he's come back in fantastic shape.
And mentally, he's Saab has done a fantastic job with him that way. He's a different horse now.
So he can have a good 4 to 6 weeks here, and I think there's races like down the straight, Dory Star, Bobby Lewis, that he'll target.
And we need Jamie back.
Yeah, well, we didn't twice. We couldn't have her once. She was suspended, and I think there's no knock on the jocks that are on, but the riders with the soft hands.
She's just a bit special, so if we get her back, that'd be good.
Yep. Anyway, you can have a good 6 weeks here, lapping up the green surrounds of Manning Tree Park. Our runners coming up. We've got 3 today as we stand here, Tom, at Warrnambool. Which, speaking of Warrnambool, it's only about 5 weeks to the carnival. It's hard to imagine that it was 12 months ago there wasn't one person on course, and now I think they've basically got full rights to have a capacity crowd. So, but today I think this is the final race meeting prior to the carnival. We've got 3 runners. We've got a written tycoon that Matthew Williams bought and we got involved in called Literary Magnet, $2.30 debutante. Shown a lot at the trials.
She's out of a Fastnet Rock mare, so it's the same cross of filly that we had at the sales last year out of Rockalicious.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested to see, you know, I'd say it's a very good cross.
And the trials have been excellent, and the trial watchers haven't missed it, $2.30. Yeah. We did have Michelle Payne, well not ours, but Michelle Payne had the, what's the breed of that, the Frankel...
Yeah, it was a full sister to Steinem.
Steinem, but scratched again.
Yeah.
So just keep watching that. Obviously got good ability, but she's just trying to dodge the heavy tracks. We had Intense in, actually I forgot to mention, Intense was scratched from Avoca last Saturday with a boil, and he was scratched today because he was 4th emergency and didn't get a run. So hold fire with Intense. He's a I'm Invincible gelding that going to need ground, and we're just trying to get his
seen him here
second
at the
run.
farm, nice horse.
Yeah, so we'll wait for him for next week. Our next 2 runners are Sunburnt and Madam Mischief in the same race. Now Madam Mischief was a good winner in this class going back about 3 weeks ago. Stays in this class, goes up 2 kilos for the win. She'll be hard to beat again.
Yeah, she'll be on speed again,
Yep.
and if she settles and does it right, yeah.
Yep.
Sunburn's no slouch either.
It should be better for her first up 3rd at stall, so just natural improvement. Obviously that 2 kilos with Madam Mischief, the horse that did run second was taking a bit of ground off a late, gets that little bit of a weight relief. But when you put yourself out on speed like she does, you're going to have to chase, and she's going to look the winner at some stage.
She will, she definitely will.
Yep. And tomorrow, our big online purchase, Naval Warfare, the horse we're trying to direct towards the Warrnambool Cup. He probably just needs to lift the bar a little. Just come back in the screen, Tom. You're trying to go already. There's no wind-up clock yet. He goes around the 2,400 metre benchmark 90. Big track, bit of give in the track. There's a lot of boxes he ticks.
Yep.
The one he has to tick is let's run well. So
fingers crossed.
We go there, fingers crossed. Declan Bates on field at 10. There is a couple of horses there that all featured at the Valley. I think it was the day South Pacific ran. Fanciful Toff, like that fall. That's the form line. So if we can get near them, because I'm thinking the hikes of Fanciful Toff and those will go to the Warrnambool Cup, so we want to be probably not far behind them. And then I think the next step after that's Terang on the way to the Bull.
Do you have a plan?
That's the plan. Sometimes
they can.
These stays can be looking like they're going ordinary, then they can just jump out of the ground. So let's hope tomorrow that's what will happen with Naval Warfare. And I got not much more, so it's a bit light on. We got chances today. $2.20 chance and a $2.30 chance. You'd hope one of those can win, if not both.
Yeah.
We want Naval Warfare to run well, and then don't ride off Sunburn either at all. So we've got good chances. I'm not sure what comes up early next week into the middle of next week. Don't think we'll have too many runners. Capriccio, Southern France, South Pacific, they'll all roll into the system the following week.
I'm really excited about Southern France this time around. I'm hoping that he's the real deal.
There's a little bit of trial vision that popped up on my screen during the week. It was over 1,400. He settled last. He rounded them up inside 200 metres under a hold. I don't know what was in the trial. Yeah. But it was just so relaxed the way he did it. So the horses actually must be in a good space. And I was at the trials at Camperdown on Tuesday, and Kieran Maher was talking about different horses, and I said, there's one horse in a good space. And he looked at me and I said, Southern France, and he didn't say a word, he just nodded. No, I think they're quietly confident they got him back where they want him.
On his day, when all the boxes are ticked, I think a good one to beat him.
Yep. Righto guys, that's it. Now the last bit of vision, and thanks for today Tom, we'll put this bit up about an Irishman. If you want a horse that potentially can win in the city, you don't have to worry about all the pre-grounding work of a yearling and waiting 12 or 18 months. This bloke's probably got another 2 or 3 weeks here, back into the Mars system. I'm sure a spell will actually just let him chill out, and you'll get a horse that he can still race at 64 level, but to me he's that 78 type that can win in town. $1,500 for 5% or $3 grand for 10%, $750 for 2.5. it's a no-brainer to me.
No, it is. He's a really nice horse, and as I say, he's spelling really well there.
Yep. And we'll just finish off with that bit of vision, and Tom giving his tick of approval. And
see you in 3 years' time.
yeah, good on you, Tom. Thanks, mate. See you guys.
Cheers.
An Irishman. Here he is, looking nice and refreshed. Been home for a couple of weeks. Obviously been had a good prep with the Mars. Probably a little bit frustrating, just trying to change his racing style, but just from a general point of view, as his mates coming here to try and spoil the party, just a general point of view, Tom, we've obviously got 2 or 3 shares for sale. He's a lovely sound horse, a big strong horse.
Oh, I can see him racing for the next 3 or 4 years, and whoever stays in it, they'll have a lot of fun. He's a really, really nice horse. I love his attitude, and as I say, he's still just a baby. He's just whatever he's done up to now has been a bonus, but he's just going to keep doing it. I'm very happy with it.
So I hope this bloke that's following me ends up being a racehorse, because he wants to get his camera in the nose in the camera. But there you see an Irishman walking. He's a 9-start, 2-time winner, 3-time place getter. Placed at Sandown, also placed at the Valley. Lightly raced, plenty of upside, and he's valued at 30,000. So there's a 10% share for 3 grand, 5% share 1,500, and there's a 2.5% share for 750. In at Kieran Mars, 10% share. You're looking at training fees around 500, 5%, 250, and 2.5, 125 a month. So, but a beautiful sound horse. I've got a little bit of chat here from Dave Eustace. They're confident he can win in the city, and I think if you buy in, you're going to have plenty of fun. Like I said, he's a 2-time winner from 9. He won on debut. He did have a rough time after that win. He nearly died of colic, Tom, going back 12 months ago or more.
Yeah, he did, and look, that always takes a little bit of time to come back, but look at him now.
Yeah.
He's the picture of health. I couldn't be happier with him, and it's a credit to the stable. They've done a lovely job with him. His eye is lovely and soft. He's just a happy horse.
He was gelded at the start of last prep too, so he's had a bit on, and I think having this break now, you'd be hoping he has his best prep the next prep. So there you go, guys. First in, best dressed. 3 shares, a 10, a 5 and a 2.5. Just get back to me and we'll sort you out. Thanks, Tom.